Hi, everybody, and welcome to day 2 of the EMEA Gather Summit. I bet all of you had a great day with all the amazing sessions and speakers, and I'm glad that you're here today, empowered and energized. My name is Jason Cross. I'm the Director of Product Marketing at Facebook, supporting small business. And I'm eager to have this conversation with you all today, and I hope that you find it informative, inspiring, and that it provides actionable growth strategies for your business. To that end, we are fully aware that you all started 2020 with big plans for your business. Maybe you were going to add and expand with new locations, or add additional product lines, or finally go out and create your dream through your small business. But then everyone's plans were upended due to the COVID-19 crisis. So a big change that you all have likely experienced is this rapid shift from selling through a storefront to now selling online. And so today and together, we're going to talk about this movement that we're calling bricks to clicks. Recently, the chairman of the Federal Reserve, probably the most influential central bank on earth, stated that we're not going back to the same economy. We're going to recover, but to a different economy, and one in which technology will play a more central role. So you get the same sense of lasting change when you talk to people around the world, where 90% of them expect enduring changes to their behavior after the pandemic. So it's easy for all of us to hear that quote and look at that stat and look at how we work today, shop, and communicate that was brought on by this pandemic and assume that it came out of the blue. But it really didn't. Many of these so-called new behaviors, they've been growing over the last decade, whether it's working from home or even video calls, which I'm doing today, to e-commerce. The pandemic has simply pulled the future forward significantly, and that is what's changed. The graph here shows the percent of all non-grocery sales made online in the UK over the past decade. And during that time, e-com revenue grew 188%. And a fun illustration is to think back what you were doing in 2011. Take a second, a long time ago, but Deliveroo, Snap, WeChat, and TikTok, they didn't exist. And Facebook didn't have video advertising. I don't know what I'd do without stories. And Netflix, which brought us an amazing 4-season Spanish crime drama, Money Heist, which is my favorite, hadn't launched in Europe, while 3/4 of European adults didn't use a smartphone, which is really crazy. But so think about from 2011 to today, how fast consumer behaviors have shifted. So the job now in 2021, it's not to restore. You guys are here today to focus on the future. You're here today to understand what's changing. And you're here as a collective group to evolve your businesses to meet the future that's here now and bring your business forward, enhance your employees and your communities together. And now that we're starting to administer vaccines around the world, just remember, we're not going to go back to business as usual. We're just 1 in 2 people surveyed globally are even in a rush to return to stores. So just because we can doesn't mean we will return to our old behaviors, because we've all created new ones. And so this opens up a huge opportunity for all of you to bridge this gap between offline to online in response to this global rapid consumer behavior change. In 2020, you and many small businesses made this pivot. And so are we ready to dig in and move your business forward? I am. I know you are. So let's go. As we think about the consumer shift, your website is more critical than ever. I used to tell my clients, your website is your #1 sales rep. It's always on, it never sleeps, but it was always on the low priority list. Think about the attention to detail you put into your storefront, from making the time that you enter the store and you navigate around the customer service, and even the rigor you put around the sales teams. That needs to be applied to your website. Because today, 84% of mobile shopping carts in the UK are abandoned, according to the latest data on Salesforce. So a poor checkout experience ruins the sale. And all of you are consumers. And you have examples probably that come top of mind to where you had something in your cart and you abandoned that cart due to friction on that website. That is what you want to avoid. So you're probably like, Jason, this is a lot. There's too many things being thrown at us as a small business. What makes a good experience? Well, just remember, from product discovery to checkout in 5 taps should be your goal. So homework assignment 1, pull out your phone later today, go to your website and experience it. Was the navigation easy? Was it fast? Did you have to use 2 hands? Were you able to go from product discovery to checkout in 5 taps? And just remember that you worked really hard to build your small business, create a product that attracted this new person to your virtual store. Don't lose them because you haven't paid attention to what it takes to get them to convert and connect with your brand. And this is where Facebook becomes a key resource for you and 200 million other businesses who reach their customers every day. We have 2.6 billion people who use one of our apps on a daily basis, which means that we have a large captive audience to help accelerate your business globally in a way that you never could before, as you were landlocked around your physical store. Lots of opportunity for you in your business now. So when you look at Facebook, we have lots of product features that are available to help you achieve many of your business goals. But today, we're just going to focus on 4 key areas. First, we're going to talk about Facebook shops and get you up and running. Second, product tags. Remove the friction from discovery to checkout. Third, use lookalike audiences to find more people that look just like your best customer. And finally, use our messaging solutions to meet your customers where they are. So let's start with shops. We launched Facebook Shops last year, and during that time, we announced that we were taking no selling fees through the end of 2020. I'm happy to announce that we have temporarily waived these standard selling fees on all orders marked as shipped through 11:59 Pacific time, June 30th of this year. So this is a great time for you to take advantage and move your business to shops. Facebook Shops was built with small businesses in mind. We did this to help remove any friction where you don't need a developer and you don't need partners to help you build your online store. No matter your size or your budget, Facebook Shops is for you. And remember, if you use a partner like Shopify, start there. Follow the step-by-step guidance to onboard to Facebook Shops through your partner. Once you've done so, the fun begins. You get to select products and create a collection of those products. Add a cover image and even adjust accent colors to bring your brand to life across Instagram and Facebook. That shop is included in our independent shopping destinations on both Facebook and Instagram. If you haven't tested those out, homework assignment 2, go look at them and discover what other shops look like to get ideas for yours. In these independent shopping destinations, our goal is to create serendipitous discovery to help introduce your brand and your products to new people. So this is a must-have for you in 2021. I'd like to introduce you to Zimba. Everyone likes a success story. Zimba is a direct-to-consumer teeth whitening company whose flagship whitening strips are made with all natural, reduced sensitivity ingredients, and they cost up to 60% less than brand name products. Zimba wanted to test Facebook shops to see if we could help them in 3 areas. 1, increase brand awareness. 2, increase sales. And 3, see if it could attract new shoppers. I'm happy to say, as you can see on this slide, it was phenomenally successful. One thing to add, they leveraged our messaging solutions to help ensure that their pre and post-sale experience for their customers was at par with what you might experience in your stores. This allowed their customers to ask questions, get support, and track deliveries, all in real time when they wanted to. They met them where they were, and you can see great success from it. Second, Let's talk about product tags. The ad on the left is an example ad that might show up for me. If I was on stage today, you would see a cool pair of shoes because I'm a shoe guy. Again, I would probably not have socks on either. So this ad is in my feed. I'm interested in that shoe, so I tap on it, and that tag shows up. Maxwell shoes, $135. From there, I'm interested. So I click it. I move to consideration stage, and we show you a product detail page of the shoe. Now, if you have Instagram checkout enabled, I can buy it directly within Instagram. But if you don't, no worries. This is where the performance of your website comes into play. I simply click on the view on website and open up that shoe on your website and finish my checkout experience there. Ads with product tags can help you drive traffic and engagement at scale. And from there, it can create what we call shopping engaged custom audience. That audience can be used to retarget people with dynamic product ads for those that are interested in the shoe, but they don't buy it. This is a great way to pull people back who have abandoned your purchase on your website. I have two things to highlight here. Historically, you have only been able to boost these through existing shoppable posts. But now you have the ability to create these from scratch within Business Manager. And most recently, we launched the ability for you to now create carousel ads and have multiple ads a consumer can swipe through and still click on and go from discovery to purchase quickly. Third, let's talk about lookalike audiences now. A lookalike audience is a way for you and your business to reach new people who are likely to be interested in your brand or your product because they look very similar to your current best customers you have today. So once you select that source of that audience, we're able to then look for people that have the same interests and demographic information, and it helps us expedite the learning phase and bring people to your brand much faster. For all of you that have campaigns running today, this is a must-have critical component that you should be adding if you haven't taken advantage of it. Please add it. And finally, let's talk about messaging solutions. Facebook offers 3 of the world's largest messaging solutions to help you meet your customers where they are, via Facebook Messenger, Instagram Direct, or WhatsApp. Messaging is no longer a trend, it's a behavior people are doing naturally, and we all expect businesses to do it too. So remember our success story with Zimba and how they leverage messaging solutions to enhance their customers' pre and post-sale experience, and we all saw the success that they had. So once you get up and running and test this out, you can try more advanced functionality like greetings, instant replies, and away messages. As you leave here today, please bookmark this business guide, as this will offer step-by-step instructions to help you establish your digital presence, connect with your customers for free, and get started with advertising so you can ultimately grow your business and move into the future that is here today. So just remember, the trend didn't change. The future was just moved closer than we expected. And leverage Facebook Shops to ensure that your brand and your store are ready for new customers all around the world. Use product tags to remove the friction from discovery to purchase. And go find new customers that look like your best customers with lookalike audiences. And finally, meet your customers where they are and help with your pre and post sale experience, leveraging our messaging solutions. And I hope that you have an amazing rest of the EMEA Gather Summit. Seth Godin is up next, and I know there's lots of workshops for you throughout the day. Thank you.